dear, good morning. Today we're going to start digging a little patch out to put some veg in what we bought the other day. So this morning we've started to dig a patch out for a little veg patch, but the farmer's just brought the goats and come up and said stop. He'll bring his rotor around. He's got a pretty big hand tractor, so yeah, I'll maybe get to have a go on that and do this lot, so that'll be pretty good for us. So this is the sort of thing he was going to bring. Nice little hand tractor, and he's just rotating it all. Brilliant. So we ended up pulling the what we'd use for the hot tub base, these I don't know what you call them really, gravel traps, whatever, but so that the farmer could do the rotating. And I must say, you know, it's a hell of a job. We did about 2 square metres. His son got that down. He's just sorting his goats out and what have you now. So what I'm going to do this morning is put these brackets up. 2 of them for the beams seating. 2 to put there, 2 there, 2 down there. I've got a 1 metre beam for there which I need to cut down, and a 2 metre beam for there which I need to cut down. So my next part is to chip some of this out. So I've got this light ledge running across here. Hopefully if I can do that and chip upwards. So as you can see, the idea is to chip this out to this ledge. We're just going to mark my level. And then these marks are marks for the bracket. So 1, 2, mark the screw holes. So that's all my brackets in. I know they look a little bit odd from this angle, but they are square. And they're about level right across the room with this beam. But when you see how the rest of the ceiling slopes, I don't think if I'm a little bit out it will show that much. And when I render it, I can render it squarer anyway. I hope. Should be good fun. And my next job is to get the exact length of the beam from here across there. That's the short beam. And cut the beam to length. I bought a 1 metre one, but I do know it's a little bit shorter than that. Piece cut off. Not as neat as that side, but yeah, it's not bad. My blade wouldn't go through in one complete cut, so yeah. So the next thing is to try and get this beam into the brackets, which I hope, if I made the gap big enough and the beam the right size, it should just drop in. But it is quite heavy. Be even heavier when I'm doing the 2 metre one. So I'm going to do is lift it onto the ledge, drop it in at that side, and hopefully it'll drop in at this side. It's not going to... You just pass me the little lumpy.
Don't break it putting it in.
No, I don't intend to break it, I just tap it.
It's not right down on that side either.
No. There we go. A bit tighter fit than what I expected. So what I'm hoping to do now is this piece I've left. It's going to sit onto that ridge there, which is the beam what's already up, and then the other end into my bracket over there. So that's my T-shape up and onto the other end as well, and I've just tried a couple of blocks just to make sure that they fit in okay on either end. I couldn't get right to the end because I had to put this bracket in, and obviously I couldn't cut the cement there. So what I'll do is I'll cut a narrow one and fix it in between this gap. So that's the idea at that side. Now I've got to cut these down to fit in there.
Well, Tad, good afternoon. My daughter and I, Ellie Rose, are going to pick some pears and some apples today. We thought we might spend a bit of time and get some frozen for the winter time so we can make apple pies and things. It's 21 degrees, it's the 1st of October, but it feels much warmer. So we'll get on with that now and just see what we can find. This is a lovely pear tree. Husband Steve, he likes apple and pear crumble. Just looking for some bigger ones. Big ones right up there. I don't think we're going to be able to reach those.
I might have to get them. I'm a bit taller and I'll get a tool.
Okay. So we've managed to pick a lovely basket full of pears. We've picked some for eating and some for cooking with. Some really nice red ones. I'm just on my way back down now to where all the fruit trees are. This is the bit the farmer ploughed for us last year as a fire break up near the house and the buildings. This is what I call the top tier. Then you come down onto the next bit. There's like a little shished wall across there where the grapes and the olives are. And then in this middle section here, we've got lots of fruit trees. The ones in the middle are all apple and pear. Round the edges I think we've got some more olive trees. We've got plum trees, but we didn't do very well this year. I think we managed to get about 5 plums off, but they were very nice. And figs. I think we've got about 5 fig trees. Oh, those are the white grapes that Steve spotted the other day. They're just growing through an olive tree. It might not be an olive tree. I'm not sure what that is. There's quite a lot of white grapes. But we think, I'm not sure whether they're ours or whether they're coming through from the farmer next door's land who brings us vegetables, etc. So I've brought down with me this big bucket. I usually use it for my washing, to be honest, but I didn't get very many in that little basket and it was quite heavy. So Ellie Rose is just going across now to pick some apples. There's quite a lot on the floor. I'm surprised that the farmer's not let the goats eat them. Maybe they've eaten some of them, I don't really know, but we're still letting him graze his goats on our land at the moment because it just helps to keep it down, and we've just got so much to do to try and get the house ready so that it's going to be livable for when the colder weather sets in. While Ellie Rose is just picking a few apples, I'll just show you a bit further down. So our land just goes just into those big trees at the back. There's not many of those big trees are ours. There's quite a lot of fern about, and I'm not a great lover of fern. Because it gets a lot of ticks in it. And I'm not too keen on these pine trees either. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing about those yet. The idea is we're going to put some bees somewhere down here and plant a wildflower area so that the bees can make the honey and nectar. This pear tree's done absolutely amazing. We've not done anything with it, we've not trimmed it back, we've not thinned it out, we're just, not this year.
Look at that, we've got a shelf mushroom up there.
A shelf mushroom, where?
There, just where the stick's pointing.
Let me just try and get a...
There's a different type of mushroom that we don't normally get too much around here.
I don't know if I've got it in.
Yeah, well, just here. See?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, it's not parasitic in and out. Also somewhere around here, lost it. Is there a little animal burrow?
All right. Let's have a look.
Not sure what's in it, so be careful.
No, looks kind of rat size.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me the amount of fresh fruit we've got around here.
And that's just the view back up towards the houses and the barns. Some of the trees are in quite a bad state, really. But most of them still seem to be fruiting well. I don't think we'll get a chance this year to do anything with them, but I think next year everything, we'll try and give everything a really good prune.
So we just got a couple more of the shelf mushrooms. So the black one that's close to the trunk of the tree is one that's now dying and rotting, I believe. And then we've got a much healthier one.
I'm just going to try and zoom into that. Okay.
And then we've got a much healthier one a little bit further across. That one's doing fine. They shouldn't be doing any issue to the tree, so there's no need for us to remove it as far as I'm aware. Probably have to do some research just to be on the safe side.
We need to research everything because we're complete novices at this.
I did like what?
We'll learn as we go along. Does anyone know what this is? It's kind of like, a small tree. I'll just zoom out a bit. If you know what this is, could you comment below? It looks similar to American pokeweed, but I don't think it is. And this is the apples that we collected. So this one's a nice red one. So I'm not going to peel that. I'm going to save that for Steve. That's quite a nice one as well. Just dropped a piece of peel on the floor. I think Dottie's enjoying that. She loves fruit. So I'm just going to put some sugar. I don't measure, I just go by taste. Hand's quite full, so and just let that start to get heated through. It shouldn't be too long because it's a halogen hob. So I've got some lemon juice and water in there as well. I've cut the pears as thin as I can, reasonably thin. And I've cut some of it a bit chunkier as well, so you get some nice chunks amongst the sauce. Stirred the sugar around as well, giving that a good mix in now. So we'll just get that going and hopefully make a nice apple sauce. So Ellie Rose is just starting to break it up a bit now. Now that the pears are starting to soften. I don't normally make it too sweet because then you can, I'm going to freeze most of it, and then when I get it out of the freezer to use, depending on what I'm going to use it for, I can decide whether I need to add any more sugar or not. So I'm just going to strain this into this box. Because I'm going to make a pie or a crumble or something, and then the rest I'm going to freeze. So I've stewed the apples the same as I did the pears, and I've made a pastry. It's very rustic looking. I've still got all my baking equipment still packed, so I had no rolling pin, so it's been quite difficult, and I've not been able to find lard in the shops here near Fundau. So I've had to use like a solid vegetable fat. I'll just show you it just a second. I've used that. So the pastry feels quite soft. It was really soft to handle. It was difficult keeping it together. So I'm hopeful it should taste okay. Looks rough, but I've put a little bit of milk and sugar on the top as well for when it browns. I'll let you know what it tastes like, or Steve will at least. He's always very truthful. So in here I've got a thin layer of pears on the bottom, and then I've put a layer of the apple, and I'm just going to put some crumble mix over the top that I saved from when I made the pastry. I did £1 pound of pastry. I probably used about 12 ounces for the pie, maybe a little bit less, and then saved the rest for the crumble. So that's the crumble ready to go in the oven. At the moment I've only got a combi microwave oven thing to cook on, so the apple pie's in, so this will have to wait. So this is the combi microwave we bought the other day from Wharton's while we was out shopping. A little bit disappointed in it really. It doesn't have a temperature control. You just tell it what you want to cook, and it works out. I think it asks you the weight and everything. I don't like using it. Ellie Rose has been programming it for me, so I think she can have this in her house when I get a cooker, because I really don't like it. So there's the finished apple pie. Very, very rustic looking. I think the reason the pastry was so soft is that I did actually forget to chill it, but I'm sure it tastes a lot better than it looks. Well, I hope so anyway. Just got the crumble in at the moment, and then I'll make a custard to go with that for tonight. Well, at least the crumble didn't turn out too bad. The only trouble with that oven is it kind of browns in the middle and not round the edges for some strange reason. But yeah, we'll give it a whirl and see what it tastes like.
So I left the camera in the sun a little bit earlier, and it turned itself off. I didn't realise. So I've carried on doing this. I'm down to the last 3 blocks. So we're just doing our little barbie tonight. We've got a nice salad, and then we've got some peppers, red and green, some onion from the farmer. The peppers are from the farmer as well. Then we've got some chorizo, sausage, bit of belly pork, and some burgers. And daughter's just made some garlic bread, so yeah. And of course, all washed down with a nice beer for me. The wife's having gin and tonic, I believe.
I am indeed. Ellie Rose is enjoying a nice vegetarian option. Lovely salmon there. Again, peppers and onions from the farmer. Organic salad, cheeseburger, and a vegetarian sausage.
And we've just got another beautiful sunset out here tonight again.
So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for notifications of our next videos, and we'll see you next time.